Fight Time Network.
What's happening, Fight Time Network? Boom, happy Thanksgiving. We are heading into a dark weekend for the UFC. However, I have been looking over the PFL quite a bit this morning. We have our biggest play that I'm going to put the most on with Oleg Popov that we've dropped over in the week. Update on that. When I booked the line, it was at minus 105. However, I can see the books are seeing exactly what we see. It's raised up to minus 130. So hop on that before it goes and gets any more expensive. We've got a massive plus 200 parlay with the most probable winning fighters money line in the card. 4-leg parlay plus 200, almost guaranteed to smack. And I've got actually 6 more plays to drop to you today. We're going to list them in the bio. I'll break them down here now. The first one is at the start of the card. You've got Castello Van Steenis versus Yao Vitor Dantas. Dantas is a plus 485. And I think that is totally off. I absolutely believe it's worth sprinkling a little something on that. The reason being is Dantas has a 100% finishing rate. We've seen dark horses come out of Brazilian jungle fight before, and Steenis is coming off some hard-fought battles with Fabian Edwards, which is the brother of Leon Edwards, and then Douglas Lima, who we all know is an absolute savage. I think that can take its toll on Steenis. I think if he's caught sleeping, Dantas is sure going to take advantage of it, and we've seen it happen time and time again where these huge underdogs come up out of nowhere, come out of a left field. They have a finishing rate similar to Dantas, and they carry that win and ultimately cash out for us, putting the plus money down on Dantas. So Dantas plus 485, something to consider. I'm putting my money that way. You guys can certainly do that as well. Next up, I have Azil Ajuz against Jose Perez. I think Azel at minus 148 gets it done. He's been tearing up Bellator since 2022. He has not been defeated since then. And I think this is Perez's toughest competition yet. And I don't think he's going to come out the victor. I think Azel gets this. I think it's safe to put some money down at minus 148 and ultimately come out with a victor and a cash bet in Azel Ajuz. Next, we have Abraham Balbi. Now, this guy is coming out of the PFL series. He's taking on Slim Trelbelzi. Balbi has been tearing things up in that PFL Challenger series. And now he's coming out of Manchester top team. So this guy's training every day with Frank Mir. He's training every day with Lerone Murphy, who's 14-0 in the UFC, a major prospect who just came out with a win against Dan Ige. So I think that's going to play a factor into Balbi winning this fight. He certainly has the ability to find the finish. He certainly has the ability to woo the judges on the scorecards. At plus 124 to get Balbi's money line is a fantastic price for the possibility of him winning, and I would hammer that if I were you. If he certainly has that high probability, and I'm going to take that money line with Balbi. Next up, we've got Abdelrahman Al-Hazat. That's the first time that I will say that, and probably the only time that I will potentially say that correctly. Both of these guys, they're coming off of that PFL Challenger series. Al-Hazat is on a 6-fight win streak. He's facing Al Quantani, but the thing is, these guys have already faced each other. They've already faced each other, and Al-Hazat has won. They faced each other last year in the PFL Challenger series, and Al-Hazat came out with the victory. So we've already got the evidence of what's could happen when these two face each other. It went to a decision. Al-Hazat got the decision, and I think ultimately he's going to get the victory again. And minus 115 is a fabulous price for that outcome. I've already slammed it. Go ahead and book that. Second last, Omar El Dafre. I think they're doing him dirty with the price that they gave him, plus 310. Only we can benefit on him giving the win. I think they're putting too much weight on his opponent's 9-fight win streak. He's got 6-fight win streak. I think they're putting too much weight on his opponent's camp coming from AKA. I certainly think Dafrawe, if that's how you say Omar L, has the ability to win this fight. He's on a 6-fight win streak. He's got a better finishing rate than his opponent. I don't think plus 310 reflects his skill and ability to win this fight. And when that's the case, it's always good to get that plus money. And then finally, Impa Kasanje, the other guy on the other end of Joaquin Buckley's famous spinning back kick that knocked him out. The guy that got hit with it ultimately and went on to PFL to become a champion. The guy's been fighting hard fight after hard fight after hard fight. You've got Dolvidson Yagshi Murat Shado, if I said that correctly. And he just beat Jacob Netto. He beat Rob Wilkinson. And I'm pretty sure he's coming to beat Impa tomorrow. He's at a plus 150. His money line is a very probable outcome, and we could ultimately grab that and make some cash. I certainly have believed that he beats Impa. I think what we've seen with Wilkinson certainly will carry over into this fight. He is a little bit older than Impa, but I mean, Impa has just had to face killer after killer after killer, and unfortunately, MMA is not the sport where you stay on top facing the best for a while. Eventually somebody has your number and will catch you. It's fatiguing, especially facing the killers that Impa has. And I think Dolvidson is the guy to do it tomorrow at the PFL. So those are my thoughts. Those are my breakdowns. Let me know what you think in the comments. We're going to list these bet for bet in the bio. And happy Thanksgiving, Fight Time Network. Enjoy the PFL tomorrow, and we'll be back Monday morning with our preview for UFC 310 coming up. Here we go.
Fight Time Network.